Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Evospace. Old time. Let's load our nostalgia and go back. Last episode, I made the process line for copper and iron. I already made the one for aluminum. And with the old basic processing, hammering, washing, macerating, and dyeing now, we have the new one here, that is separation. We need to separate the aluminum impure dust into the aluminum oxide and a little bit of tungsten. There's going to be a problem later on. And then what to do with this dust here after it is to combine one whole dust with carbon dust into the alloy smelter to make aluminum carbide, and the aluminum carbide is then melted into the arc furnace to make the aluminum. We have the separator here. Here we have the smelter, but it's empty, and it also requires heat below it to work. And I also made the arc furnace. However, the arc furnace requires electricity, and the carbon to make the recipe here is made by electrolyzing some coal dust and light. So we're also going to require electricity. This is the down part that I have made it more clean, should I say it. With pipes going here and powering stuff. So now, not only I have to separate a bit of coal dust to make carbon, I also need to have a way to generate electricity. So this means that it's time to actually change this a bit. Because believe it or not, carbon is also actually a good source of heat. The carbon into the carbon into the furnace give me 15 heat. It's a little less than coke, but to make it is very quickly. Only take 4 seconds and 2 electricity units that are made into the connect with the a little bit more than 2 connect units. So even doing that, I still gain a little surplus. But still keeping make coke is good power. But coke actually have an interesting recipe here. But if I use a coal block, I get a coke block and a lot of creosote. And to make a coal block is just 4 pieces of coal. So in a way, I should actually split my production of coal to make carbon to some stuff and the rest make it into coke. And use the block version so I can actually get the surplus to me. And to make a block, I require a press. So let's make a press. Of course, the press requires kinetic energy. So another steam engine to do it. But to be quite honest, I should have made an electric engine, isn't? But for now they are too strong. And at this stage I can actually upgrade my coke ovens to be made of steel. So instead of taking the 200 seconds, you only take 100 seconds. So let's do the change. Gonna remove the old coke ovens and try to plan the new setup for it. I have placed some steel coke ovens here and put the electrolyzer one into one side, a conveyor to split it. The other side a press with conveyor to send it to the ovens. A little fluid container here. It's going to operate the steam engine to work the press. And something else to do the electrolyzer. But I have run out of all my coke. So I have to start it with the normal furnace instead. Let's grab one here, put it here and give it some coal. It should start generating the pressure so I can actually work. Crafting the coal block. I think for now I'm gonna remove the electrolyzer. I don't have enough material to actually have enough fuel to actually change it right away. Need to do this a little better. Oh, it's just 1.5. So it's not going to be 100 seconds. Red? Why are you in the red? Because I am a dumbass. Now this will produce a lot of creosote, so I can actually change this to a food version. However, I want my fluid that does the bamboo to always have something. So I have to actually create a new machine that opens into the steel version to allow me to get something. Oh crap, really? I forgot to check. Ah crap. This is not good. I need to smelt some sand to get the glass. And with glass I can make an indicator. This is a very interesting machine because normally it would only be used to show you the flow between two places, but currently you can actually have it used to make it a one-way system. See now, when this come here, it will never go back. So now connect this here to my main production of a coal. Ah, it stopped it before. That is strange. However, the coke block has no oozing as it is because I cannot ooze it into a fuel. I have to actually macerate it to get the coke dust. So I have this expense. Something is not right around here. This was too supposed to be full. Now it's finally time to actually make a tool that I should have made long ago. It is the screwdriver. It's a very handy tool that will allow me to do some interesting stuff. Like have here the input here, knock on here and rotate it so I can actually find the correct place to connect stuff into different formats, like so. Now I can use this to actually try to automate this here. I am finding more problems than I anticipated. Now the plan was to, when this fill up, put the other pipes to feed the adjacent food furnace, and any extra would arrive there. But for now, I don't have any extra actually, so it's a bit problematic. I didn't manage to make some coke dust, so I might as well use it here. But having two steam engines constantly consuming it probably will not last very long. Especially because they don't have anything there to process. At least there. Here we have 10 blocks of it. So I could actually it's cool that you can actually shift right to change the position. So it was possible to do that before, but I did not know. Now those should work with no trouble. Maybe I can revert this to that. Or should I try? I don't know. It started to fill up. So in theory I could remove this one here and put back the fluid one. I really don't know. Yeah, this work I need more bamboo. Now let's just continue here before I gave up on this. Let's put the generator here. Give it some motor to work and connect with some steam. This starts working and it will at some point start to produce some electricity. Let's put here 2 cables here. One go for the electrolyzer and the other for the arc furnace. Like so. Now let's go grab some carbon that has been separated. For now, this is enough. I don't need that much. Carbon dust. Of course, so if I give it this strong engine, it's gonna produce electricity faster. But I am not in that hurry. 1 carbon dust here. Now let's go up there. Grab here some aluminum oxide. Put together carbon aluminum oxide with heat from the furnace below to make it a carbide. Now take the carbide, bring it to the arc furnace, I believe with 5 electricity or more. 9. Crap. That's a lot. Road to aluminum. And here we have our first aluminum. Just miss this carbide to get it free. I have to make more. And for some reason, macerate it. There we go. Now let's go up there to macerate it. Quest complete and extra free aluminum. Now let's hammer it. And done. I have 6 here plus into this conveyor here. So I have to remove it to actually be able to get it. Now what I might think I want to do with this aluminum, it's quite simple actually. And no, it's not a new machine to anything here. Is an item called item picker. What this does is when it is placed somewhere, let's say around here, it's gonna collect any drop from the area around it. I don't know if it's close enough, but you see, nothing fell. Everything has been collected by it. This is gonna make harvest stuffy a little bit easier. Of course, it don't have infinite range. Like here, it's already out of range. But this is gonna help me excavate stuff. Not only this bamboo here, but other parts as well. because you see, here on Stew have opened a new army for us, the multi-tool army. It requires the multi-tool of the previous tier, in this case copper. So it can make need to make a filter. Oh, require glass. No, require lensing. That's made from glass block. And the block is glass dust. Or sand. Glass blocking. Now we go here. Into the cutting, open the valve. Now I can pick the lens and the dust. Now should have open the option to build a multi-tool. There we go. But as you might see, it actually requires energy to work. Can you guess what it does with the name multi-tool? Yes, it works the same as it was my render here. So this way now I can actually automatize the collection of a bamboo. I just need to actually set it into a place that is going to only harvest this with when it's fully mature. So that's going to require some logistics. And I might need to check into my past to see if I find the upholstery where I made a clock for it. But now with the item collector here, I can do other stuff like when I was quarrying for stone. Now it's going to be a lot more easier because I can just place the item picker close to me like this and don't need to go around try to collect the stone. Everything easier. I'm not collecting ore and everything else is a lot easier than before. So I guess this is going to be it for this clumsy episode. This was Oh God, thank you so much for watching. If you actually did watch.